From the latest blockbusters to hidden gems, news and reviews, this is your destination for everything movies. Grab your choc top and popcorn, sit back and relax. And don't forget to switch your phone to silent.
Here we go.
It's Talkin Flicks with JT and Grant Lee.
Oh, hello and welcome to Talkin Flicks. JT here with this man who's getting a bit more hair back now. School holidays are over and done with. Mr. Lee, hello.
Hello, Jay. How are you this week?
Well, you know what? I'm fantastic, but I think looking at you look refreshed this week. I'm seeing that you're getting that more of that glow back. It's been a stressful few weeks with school holidays, but I'm sensing that things are getting back to normal now, which is good.
Look, I have to say, I love school holidays, and I do because it's so good to be busy and to see all the kids coming in, and especially when they're walking out after watching a movie and they're so happy and they're all going talking about it. It's great. But I must say, this last week has been a little bit quieter. Things are a bit back to normal, and it is actually nice. You see the older people because they all start coming back and they enjoy the movies and you get to chat to them.
They're your people, right, Mr. Lee? They're your people.
They are. They are. We know.
The Bowl Society, yes. They waited till the school holidays done.
Yes.
Now they're back. But do you find that the cinema's a bit more messier during school holidays? Do you find there's more Maltesers and Jaffas and popcorn all over the floor?
You actually find that whenever you're busy, and it doesn't matter whether it's school holidays or not, it is actually a bit messier, but you're also got a lot more people in there too. So, of course, it is going to be a bit messier. But when you see someone, it looks like they've accidentally dropped their whole box of popcorn or, there's about 30 Maltesers on the ground, and you just feel for them because you go, oh, no.
Who's wasted a whole box of popcorn? Geez, that is awful. That's put me in a very bad mood to start the show, Mr. Lee. That's not good. Do not waste your popcorn. It's too good.
No,
buttery, salty goodness. Oh, yum. You know what, Mr. Lee? I'm eating popcorn on the show next week.
Okay, cool. Righto. I'll bring it in with this when we start recording. I'll bring it in.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. What a legend. What an absolute legend. Well, let's get into Talkin Flicks, another awesome episode and so much happening on the show today. We're going to take a look at some new movies this week, and what a surprise, another horror to talk about. We'll take a look at what's currently screening, some top fives. I believe, I think we may have a new number one this week again, or return number one. We'll dissect that. So I'm not going to give too much away. We'll dissect that soon. Movie news, we'll go around the screens, and Mr. Lee, during the school holidays, you were showing the film Runt, right? A great movie, Runt.
Yeah.
Directed by our good friend of the show, John Sheedy, director. Now, when we had him on, because we spoke to him a few weeks ago, premiere day in Sydney.
Yes,
and
it was.
And it was a nice chat.
He was very talkative. He was so easy to talk to. And when you've got such a great movie, and can I say that movie through school holidays was getting busier and busier as the weeks. For the first week to the second week, Runt was definitely busier the second week because kids and grandparents just loved watching that type, and word of mouth was spreading about it.
All-star cast, great storyline, very feel-good. But we did hit him up and we were looking, because we've been trying for over 10 years to try and get ourselves a movie role, and we kind of thought he seems like a really nice, down-to-earth guy. We tried to get in with him, and I feel like we had some luck. He looked, it was looking positive. However,
it was.
Have you heard from him?
Actually, no, I haven't, actually.
No, I haven't either.
We should probably, try to give him a call?
Yeah, I think we should. You got his mobile number there?
I have. If you give me a bit, I can get it for you.
All right,
and we can give him a call.
How about we'll get through the end of the show. End of the show, we'll give him a call, and we'll just make sure he remembers this, and we'll find out what's happening with our role, because I'm sure there's another movie coming up he's working on. So John Sheedy will be on the show a little bit later on from Runt, and we'll see if we can get ourselves some acting work. God help us all. Let's get into some new movies for this week. I did mention horror, and it's Smile 2, a thriller. It's a mystery, and it looks pretty freaky, Mr. Lee, gotta say.
It certainly does, Jay. Look, this is the follow-up from the 2022 one from director Parker Finn, who directed the 22 version as well. This one stars Kyle Gaynor, Rosemary DeWitt, Lucas Gage, and it is all about a global pop sensation called Sky Riley. And it's very interesting how she has people coming towards her who have changed in some way, and she doesn't know what's going on. Let's have a listen.
I need you to listen to me. Something really bad happened. You remember Louis Fergoli from high school? I went to his apartment. But when I showed up, Louis?
No, get away from me! What?
He was smiling at me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sky Riley, you are in the middle of a big world tour. You okay?
I keep seeing this face everywhere.
This thing is a parasite. You witnessed a death. Now it's latched onto you.
911, what's your emergency?
I've traced a string of deaths to you. Nobody has survived longer than a week.
Sky, pull it together and get back out there.
No, I will not let this thing use me.
How do we stop it?
We need to kill you first.
What? We have to end it. No matter what. You're not in control. I am.
I need to stop it, but I don't know how.
Who would have thought, Mr. Lee, you could be afraid of a smile.
Yeah, and can I just say, stop smiling at me like that now, because she's starting to freak me out.
Oh, it's a bit creepy, isn't it? And that's what, watching the trailer, that's all I could think about. And there's this scene where Sky, who's the main character, she's looking into this mirror and someone's standing behind her and they just get down there, rip a smile into her mouth. Oh, it looks great. So, no, it's not your kind of movie, Mr. Lee. But if you're a horror buff, I think this is one you'd certainly enjoy. And Smile, the original Smile, didn't do too bad at the box office. I think it was around 217 mil. It was only a 17 mil budget, so they did pretty well with the first movie. So no doubt, hopefully, this is going to be just as good.
I think it will be. And, Drew Barrymore was actually in this movie, Smile 2, playing herself. And she actually does play in a lot of horror movies. She was in the Scream franchise, which she played the part. I do remember watching the first Scream movie.
Casey Becker, and didn't she die in the first scene?
Yeah, wasn't she making popcorn or something?
Making popcorn, yeah. What a way to go out. Yeah. The first character to be killed. But she plays, I think it's like a talk show host in this one, yeah.
Because that's what she does in real life anyway. So I don't think it's an acting type job for her. So she just play the role. But it's good to see her. And I think she's a great actress. I think she's really nice. So, yeah, Smile 2, it is out right now. Now, another one that is out yesterday, I should say, not today, is Assassin's Plan. This is the new crime thriller, and it's directed by Michael Keaton. Yes, Batman, Beetlejuice. He also stars in the movie with Al Pacino and James Marsden. Now, do you remember James Marsden, JT? He's been in Hop. He's been in Hairspray.
Never a pretty boy, right? He's Notebook as well. He was fantastic in Notebook. Yes. So, yeah.
So for him to play this, I've watched the trailer and it actually has sucked me in. I actually think this would be a very interesting movie because it is all about a contract killer and he has been diagnosed with a fast-moving dementia, but he's got to try to save his son, and he hasn't seen his son for a long time, who happens to be James Marsden. And Michael Keaton is the person who has dementia, and he's been trying to get this off the ground for quite some time. Now, it is called something different over in the States. It is actually called Knox Does Know. So in Australia, and it seems to be the only place in Australia in the world, it's actually called Assassin's Plan, which is very interesting.
Yeah, a bit conflicting, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't know why they've done that. Doesn't make sense. But anyway, let's have a listen.
I've been doing this job a long time. People like to talk about the targets. Think it made them feel better.
Why don't you care who the guy is?
They never got what it was really all about. Which was, down 10 minutes, they're not going to be anybody.
Knox, you okay? Knox.
You have a very rare form of dementia.
How much time do I have?
Weeks, not months. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Doc. Even if I hated you for telling me, I'd forget soon enough.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to show up like this.
Do I know you?
Dad, please.
Miles, what happened?
This guy hurt my daughter. So I killed him. I never asked you for anything in my life. But I'm desperate.
Why does he hate you so much?
They found out what I did for a living. The police are all over this. You don't pull this off, this all goes to hell. It's getting worse every hour. It's like a curtain coming down. I'm running out of time.
I finally caught up to you.
There's no coming back from this one. It was you.
What?
You turned me in.
That's not true, Dad. There's something wrong with
you. John, good luck.
I swore I'd never be like you.
And here we are.
I think Michael Keaton's about to do it again, Mr. Lee.
I think he is. Isn't he a great actor? Like, doesn't he sound so good in that? He just is playing that part.
He does it so well. And off the back of Beetlejuice 2, which was going to be one of the biggest movies of 2024. So, yeah, he's doing very well at the moment. And, yeah, I've got to say, I think he plays the assassin very well in this movie. So that is out right now. You can go and check that out at the Forum 6 and Odeon 5 cinemas, along with these great movies.
Yeah, look, we've got the Joker, Folie d'Or. Is that how you say it?
Folie d'Or.
Thank you. Beetlejuice, The Critic, A Horse Named Winks, Mr. Blake at Your Service, The Hopeful, Despicable Me 4, Harold and the Purple Crayon, Runt, Transformers 1, The Wild Robot, Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, It Ends With Us, Speak No Evil, and, of course, Hellboy, the Crooked Man. Now, if you want to hear more about Hellboy, the Crooked Man, just go back one in our podcast list and you'll hear Byron give his review on Hellboy, and he actually gave it 3 out of 5 chop tops. So that is well over half. So that's good.
Yeah, he did a great job. I think he wanted to keep 2 choc tops for himself.
I
would
think so,
too,
because he does like choc tops. Always gets a choc top when he comes into us. So there you go.
When do I get to review a movie, Mr. Lee? Come on, when do I get to do it? Because I'm going to give it 1 and keep 4 choc tops.
So you can keep 4. But remember, you're on a diet. You're
yes,
on a fitness guru.
I know. I can't.
You're doing a good job.
Look, I'll put them in the freezer and keep them, for after the diet's over. That's the best way to do it, right? Forward thinking. Let's get into some top fives. Let's take a look at what's been happening over the last week in movies. Whereabouts are you taking us this week, Mr. Lee, to get us underway?
Well, you know what? I love this place, and I actually wouldn't mind going there one day just to try the spaghetti. It is, of course, Italy.
Oh, and the pizza. Oh, the pizza and lasagna.
Yes. Pizza and lasagna. Yes. But the pizza, if you could get a really good wood-fired pizza in Italy, you couldn't eat pizza again, would you, anywhere else?
Nowhere else, no. All I'm thinking about is the carbs. Carbs, and carbs. It's really good. Let's do the five. Number 5 is Kinds of Kindness. Number 4, Alien Romulus. Number 3, in Italy, Deadpool and Wolverine. Number 2, Inside Out 2. And number 1 for Italy, let's give it a drum roll. It's The Wild Robot.
Well done. Okay, heading on
now,
to
hold on,
USA. Thank you.
You did say you wanted some.
I did. I like that. That's really good. I like that. I feel very presidential when you play that. I feel like I'm walking out to the Congress or out at Capitol Hill.
It feels very official, right?
It does. It sounds very official.
Well, it's over to you, Mr. Lee. This is yours.
No worries. Number 5, Piece by Piece. Number 4 is Joker 2. Number 3 is Beetlejuice. Number 2 is The Wild Robot. And drum roll, please, for number 1. Terrifier 3, which is a very scary horror. This is really scary stuff.
Are we getting that? Is that coming our way? Will we be talking about that soon, Mr. Lee?
It is coming to Australia. It is out now in Australia, but it is horrifying people so much. They're walking out and the people are vomiting. It's very scary, and they don't let up on any killings. And the way you see it, it is rated R because it is that bad.
Hold on. So you telling me you had a chance to take this movie and you turned it down? Is that what happened, Mr. Lee?
I'm not saying anything, but you never know. Watch this space. Something might happen. I don't know yet.
Yeah, it will happen now because I've mentioned it. This is exactly what I expect. Nothing less. Nothing less. All right, let's do the top 5 for Oz. This is what counts. This one here. Okay, let's do it. Number 5, yes. Vitayan? Is this?
Yeah. It's a Malayan movie.
Right. Yes. Okay. Well, I don't know much about that one. Number 4, Transformers 1. Number 3, Terrifier 3. See, it even makes the top 5. Mr. Lee still doesn't get it. Joker, Folie Do. And number 1, let's do a drum roll. Hold on, let's do a drum roll. There we go. Wrong button. Having a bad day. Okay. Number 1 is The Wild Robot for Australia. Yeah.
Well done.
There you go.
And it proved it was really good for school holidays. So it's been going so well, The Wild Robot. But I must say, Runt was in the top 6.
Which is great.
Runt did make the top 6.
Let's do some movie news. Now, speaking of films that we've spoken about, a film that's done very well, how about a film that's not doing great at the box office, Mr. Lee? Joker 2. What's going on? They've shed a bit of cash.
They have. Look, they're expected to lose between 150 mil to 200 on the Joker 2. It has had a little bit of bad press, which is not good. I was actually talking to a guy the other day, last Tuesday, and he actually purposely came to watch the movie himself because he actually had heard some negative, but some mates had all said it was a very good film too. So he wanted to make up his own mind and say, and that's what you should do with any movie because everyone's different. Like everyone's not the same. And how boring would we be if we were all the same? You've got to go and watch a movie for the movie for itself and for yourself too, because you just don't know if it's not going to. But it's very sad that Warner Brothers have lost that much money on the Joker 2.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it was number 2 film in the country for us, so it's still doing quite well, and people are still going to check it out, which is great to see. Now, The Conjuring, they've got another part of the series coming up.
Yeah, look, this is actually, they've just started filming The Conjuring Last Rites. Now, I actually remember seeing part of The Conjuring. I don't know which one it was, but the girl was being pulled around the lounge room with the hair.
Oh, shut up.
I remember I was...
Really?
I know.
No
I was.
way.
I was in the buyer box and I actually looked out to see, and I saw that part, and I was like, and she was just being dragged. But anyway, it's good to see because this Conjuring is a huge franchise. They've done very, very well in all of the movies, and to have a 4th one in the series is a great thing. So looking forward not to watching it, but other people will be watching it. So when it comes out in a few years' time.
Now You See Me 3. Daniel Radcliffe, who, if you're a massive Harry Potter fan, it's always weird to see him playing other roles because I can only ever see him as Harry Potter.
Yeah, and which is really sad because he is actually a very good, talented actor. He's actually been in quite a few movies since, and that's one bad thing when you get typecast as an actor. And you can understand why they don't keep going through franchise and keep doing movies, or even TV stars. They drop out after a little while because they don't want to get typecast. But this one, I love this because it's all about magic. So this is going to be good. It's actually got its actual release date, which is November 2025. So if you haven't caught up on all the other 2, watch them before November next year, and you'll be able to watch Now You See Me 3.
Make sure you rush because it's going to come around very quickly. So you've still got 13 months to make sure you watch those movies at the request of Mr. Lee. All right, let's go around the screens. Let's see what's happening in Tamworth, Wagga and Orange cinemas. There's a fair bit going on over the next few weeks, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, there certainly is. And look, I know you love Andre, and yes, I know your nan loves Andre. So I'm very happy to announce that we now have tickets on sale in Wagga, Tamworth and Orange for Andre's next concert, which is called Andre Roux's 2024 Christmas Concert Gold and Silver. It's on December 8 at 1 p.m. And as I said, tickets are on sale now for it. So how good is that?
Just excites me. Me so much. It's just good when Andre comes out because I get to have a good sleep, and I don't get it very often. So this is, I'm looking forward to it. No, it's
but
great.
This one you will sit there with your nan.
I know, and you know
she
what?
loves it.
But
it's good quality time.
But every time you release these kinds of movies, I've got to take her, and I'm running out of excuses. I don't know what to say this time around.
But she loves spending time with you. She tells me every time, She goes, you let me know when there's another Andre coming out, which, can I just say, I did whisper it to her saying that there is another one coming. So be prepared, JT.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Lee. Thank you. Well, aren't you wonderful?
Yeah. Now, something else that we can announce too that's going to be happening at the Forum 6 Cinemas Wagga and Tamworth and the Odeon 5 in Orange is we've got the Met Operas coming back. We've got 2 of them coming back. On November 3, we've got Madame Butterfly, which is made by the Met Opera. It is a fascinating thing. We remember years ago we went and watched the opera, and it was,
yes, wasn't that a disaster?
It was. We made it to the first act, so we did quite well. And then on December 1, we have Carmen playing as well, and they are 2 top operas to watch. If you're going to watch an opera, those 2, I have been told, are the ones to watch.
Opening next week at the Forum 6 Odeon 5 cinemas, Venom: The Last Dance. Tom Hardy in this one.
Yeah, look, he was in the first one as well and the second one as well. Juno Temple is in here as well. So do you know her? She's out of Ted Lasso. She played Keely in Ted Lasso.
Yes.
Wasn't it? But she is such a talented actress. I think, looking forward to that because Venom, I have to say, it is something that is a bit of a, superhero knot. I have watched part of the first one many years ago, so I do know what has happened and how he's become Venom and all that. So, and I think Tom Hardy plays that part really well. So, very good. Now, another one's opening up next week is called Touch, and this is a English, Icelandic, Japanese, all with English subtitles. And it's all about after the pandemic, and it's an interesting movie. We'll talk more about it next week. And the other one that I'm actually really looking forward to is called Lee.
Here we go. Oh, hold on.
You know what? I actually said, what's the bet? JT will think it's all about my life.
Yeah, it will be. Hold on, I'm just trying to find. Oh my god, I've lost the drum roll. Well, no, hold on, I've lost the boom tish. Anyway, you know what, Mr. Lee? Look, I reckon it would be, but this is you know what? It's World War II, so it's right up your alley.
Yeah, it is. Look, this is actually based on a true story, and it's all about a photographer called Elizabeth Lee Miller and a fashion model who are war correspondents for Vogue magazine during World War II. It stars Kate Winslet, Josh O'Connor, Andy Suggerbird. It looks very, very good. And I have to say, looking just at the trailer, I'm looking forward to watching that. I'm hoping either tomorrow or Sunday I'll get to watch that.
Well, that's good.
Because, as I said,
you'll be able to contribute next week. I look forward to that for a change. Really well done, Mr. Lee. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, John Sheedy, Runt.
Oh, yeah, I've got his number.
Yeah, let's give him a call. So I'm just going to
I'll just show you on my phone because I won't say his number out loud.
No, not a good idea. I'll probably be doing that. Okay, let's have a look.
No.
All right, can you just hold it up for me just so I can see it?
You got it?
Yep, thank you. Right, let's try this now. And there we go. All right, Mr. Lee, hold on.
The number you have called is not connected. Please check the number before calling again.
What?
The number you have
Did
called
you dial it
is
right?
not connected.
Yeah, I did.
Please check the number before calling again. SMG.
Just check again. What's the number again? What's the number? Yeah, let's try it. Let's just hold on. I'll get it back up. We'll try it again. Got the feeling. I'm thinking this is just a bit of bad luck. He's got to answer this time, surely.
The number you have called is not connected. Please check the number before calling again.
That's not good, Mr. Lee. What's going on here?
No, it's not. Don't tell me they've done it again to us.
Oh.
Now, that's John. That's
Jocelyn Morehouse.
Who else can we name that we've
you know what, Mr. Lee? I think we should just quit while we're ahead, right?
I think so too. I think we should stick to just talking and not worrying about trying to get. No, we're going to keep trying.
But in the meantime, the two losers, we're back again with you Wednesday midday for our Talkin Flicks podcast, and we'll catch you next Friday as well. Have an awesome weekend.
Bye for now.
Want more Talking Flicks? Get your fix with every episode anywhere, anytime. Just search Talkin Flicks on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, forum6.com.au or odeon5.com.au. Until next time, we'll see you at the movies.